Dave, how's the feeling in the camp at Stumps?
I think we're still reasonably confident. Obviously, the last 2 days haven't gone to plan, but I still think we're in front of the game. But it's getting closer and closer, and Joe's innings has made that possible. He's batted pretty well, so. But we'd get his wicket in the morning. I think the game changes quite quickly. We created some chances tonight, and probably didn't catch the ones that we created. But if we do that tomorrow morning, we still should be in a strong position.
Pink ball didn't swing around a whole lot this evening. Is it just because it was 20 overs old, or you guys just don't have the same sort of skills as Anderson and Wokes and Broad?
We are different bowlers, but unfortunately in this game we haven't had the luxury of having a new ball late on days where England have. They are very good in those conditions. It's pretty much like English conditions. They're as skillful as any bowlers in the world, so they can exploit that. But again, our bowlers, if given the opportunity in those conditions, I think they'd do the same. But I'm confident tomorrow morning, in a hot day, if it's a nice day, our bowlers can still get the job done. And I'll probably back them more times than not to get the job done in these conditions.
You described it as a luxury for Broad and Anderson having the ball under lights, but that's a luxury that Australia gave them, isn't it? Is that a regret?
In hindsight, it probably is, yeah. There's obviously different reasons why you go back out and have a bat, and one is to give your own bowlers a rest, but it's also to give the opposition bowlers another time to go out there and bowl, because it's a 5-game series, and that can sometimes affect them if you can get some big overs into them, and they did get some big overs into them, but they bowled particularly well. We probably didn't think it was going to move around like it did, that's for sure. It was tough, but Jimmy was magnificent, and again today Wokesy I thought was really good. But given those conditions to ours, I think we could have done a similar job, but who knows?
Just on Jimmy, you know him really well. Does it amaze you that it's taken him this long to take a 5 in Australia?
Yeah, I actually didn't know that until the stat came up today. I thought he got one in 2010-11, but it's not probably one of his favourite places to come. I in 2010-11 he had a pretty good series, but that's probably the only one that he's really done quite well at. So, but it is surprising for a guy that's as skillful as him.
David, how easily will Steve Smith be able to put what's gone on today behind him in terms of the follow-on decision, the reviews decisions? He looked to be a little rattled out there in the middle. Is he the sort of bloke who can put it behind him, or will it linger? He's
a very determined guy, so I think he'll make sure that he'll think about things tonight. He'll make sure that when we turn up, we're right to play. He's obviously frustrated with what's happened, but I don't think he's really ruining the decision. It's once the decision's made, I hope he doesn't think about that too much. He hasn't talked about that in the rooms. He's just talking about how we're going to produce these now 6 or 7 wickets we've got to get. I think he'll be positive tomorrow, and that's the sort of, the whole dressing room will be positive that we're in a better position than they are.